So Blake, when you're head hunting on a river, are you just sort of scanning everything, or are you just sort of, you know, where's the highest percentage of where these fish are going to be?
You know, I think it's kind of a combination of everything. I scan a lot of everything, just trying not to miss something. But a lot of times when I'm looking at a current seam, I'm usually looking at like kind of the inside corner pocket. So right where the kind of soft water inside corner is hitting the current seam, I seem to find, at least here on the Platte, seem to find a lot of the bigger fish kind of in that lie. But when we hit some of these big kind of lakier flats, then I'm just more scanning. But to me, they kind of follow that basic rule of thumb of like, if there's character, look near the character, try to look where the calm water's hitting the character. If there's not much character in that stretch of river, just kind of generally scan and be patient and observe best you can. I think sometimes it's kind of a toss-up on that flat water stuff.
We've had situations where we're following different kinds of structure. Usually, you know, the bubble lines are where the food is.
Yeah.
But we're fishing wind lines and we're fishing leaf lines.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've got a few bubbles. The leaf line is really, you know, with the temperature change, I think we'd be getting bubbles on the same sort of current seam line as well. But often those leaves or sticks or branches or any odds and ends can kind of show you where that natural food line is occurring. Yeah, and then like you said, we're just kind of focusing on some of the structure sort of odds and ends where it makes it a little easier for them to hang out and hide and then pop out and grab a bite to eat and jump back into some cover.
It's very slow and meandering. There's some rapid features. There we go.
Well done. Sitting right on the edge of that moss bed, wasn't
Yeah. Well, that's where I thought, you know, we've been fishing a lot of that structure today.
Yeah.
And haven't pulled anything out this morning, but it's now afternoon and
Picking up.
it's 2 fish in 5 minutes. I like it.
Brown trout. A rarity here.
I think that might be my first Platte brown. Caught cutthroat, caught rainbows.
Yeah. Good looking little brown trout. Not the biggest dude in the river, but a healthy one. Pretty little dude.
Middle of the river fish. So we got out of the wind and I had to take my sweaters off. It got too hot. Like the weather, I mean, we're in October here, fishing in shorts. How's the weather affected the fishing?
Well, today's been a little goofy. Normally our afternoons this time of year are better as the water warms up. Our hatches get better, which kind of seems to be the case today. But you know, here over the past week, the mornings have kind of been a better time to be out than the afternoons. But good looking little bow. Yeah, good and healthy. Thanks, little guy. A few more bugs on the water with a little less breeze helping us out. Nice.
Good spot, Blake. It's funny how you watch them taking naturals on the surface. You throw a big
chubby Chernobyl at them.
Yeah, and then they go for the nymph.
Yeah.
Target practice is fantastic.
It is
like
awesome.
that.
My favorite fishing.
These fish are so healthy on the North Platte.
There's really prominent stripe to them too.
Yeah, for
Very
sure.
pretty. Nice.
Nice. Good one.
Jacked up jaw though. Dilbert.